Well, this is a first time video, I guess. Instead of doing your typical what if or versus battle or rant video, I'm doing a review video. Today I'm going to review Tokyo Revengers Season 2 because I do plan to do Tokyo Revenger content occasionally, but not what ifs or anything. I will address why I won't in the future, but at the moment I'm just going to do this instead. This is going to be a review of Season 2, which will talk about the Tokyo Revengers arc for the Christmas Showdown, etc. So, with all that out of the way, let me talk about my overall thoughts on how Season 2 did. So, let's start off by talking about how Season 2 starts. So, Season 2 kind of leaves off where Season 1 begins by starting off with Kizuki getting ready to kill Takamichi after killing Chifuyu. But, spoilers at this point if you're not familiar with Season 2, so click off now if you don't want to get spoiled. Okay, now I'm gonna go spoiler territory. Kazutora ends up saving Takamichi before he gets killed. Now at this point this would just basically be me summarizing the Black Dragons arc, but I am not going to do that. So I'm just going to talk about my overall thoughts on the everything that's happened in this arc so far, and my overall review on everything here. So first off, let's talk about the animation. And my thoughts on the animation? Well, generally, in my honest opinion, I thought they did a better job than Season 1. But the scene kind of depends on when. Like, for example, the scenes in the future, they look stunning compared to Season 1. Season 1's animation doesn't look that good to me. It looks bland. Season 2's future animation just looks beautiful. And there are some scenes in the past that do look good, but occasionally there will be a scene or two that also looks not really that good compared to... It kind of looks like Season 1 Tokyo Revengers in some parts. But however, the past does look alright, so it's not completely terrible. Now, when it comes to stuff like action scenes, uh, hit or miss. Where Season 1's action scenes mostly sucked, when it comes to Season 2 action scenes, it was a hit or miss. Like, scenes like Takamichi getting lariat shot by Taiju, they looked good. I was expecting that. But other scenes that I were expecting to look good, like when Taiju punched Mitsuya, they didn't look that good. But overall, I guess I'd say the animation for like fight-wise, they definitely did improve on that kind of stuff, thankfully. And that's probably a plus in my opinion. Now, another thing I would like to address is changes between anime and manga. I have actually read the Tokyo Revenger manga for this arc, so I do know what I'm talking about here. So I'm going to talk about some of the changes that it had. Now, the first change to really come out of it was the fact that in the manga, the scene between Hawkeye and Takamichi is a lot shorter, but the anime adds more to it and kind of gives the relationship a lot more fleshed out, which I actually am a fan of it. Another thing I liked that the anime did include was the backstory of Chifuyu, which was also really good, as he's actually one of my favorite characters. So I'm glad they kind of got to flesh him out a lot more as well. Now, the only real scene they ever kind of removed, now this isn't really a removal, but more of a censorship, is Yuzuha's kick, as they put it in a different paneling, which I guess I understand. It's Disney, they're not gonna take a panty shot, but I think they make it worse by having Yuzuha's kick do no damage to Inupi, where in the manga she literally knocks him over. The anime just nudges him, and it's honestly kind of rude. I honestly just wanted to see Yuzuha actually kick Inupi to the ground. I actually enjoyed it in the manga. And I understand the censorship, but at least keep Yuzuha kicking Inupi down. And speaking of lowballing, look what they did to Mitsuya. In the manga, Mitsuya does really good against Taiju, and it looks like they go neck and neck. But the anime, Mitsuya gets obliterated by Taiju, and it's not even funny. He's actually one of my favorites too, and look, This guy's getting the crap beat out of him in the anime. It's unfair. But yeah, I think I should talk about something else now, because I kind of already talked about some other stuff, and I guess I'm gonna talk about the character models. Now, in my honest opinion, these character models look really good. I really enjoy character models like Taiju, Koko, Inupi, Hawkeye, Yuzaha, and especially Izanai, who I'm actually glad got to make an appearance in it. But not all of them are perfect, as Mochi's. Yeah. Like, in the manga, Mochi's design looked pretty cool, I gotta admit. But in the anime, dude, what did they do to you? But minus from that, I'd safe to say that most of the characters look really good. Compared to season 1's very bland looking character designs, I believe season 2 definitely improved on what season 1 did for the character models in the anime. And another little thing I want to talk about when it comes to animation slash artwork is iconic panels. Did they do these scenes justice? Well, hit or miss. And I just want to talk about the bad before I go to the good, because this kind of disappointed me in that Takamichi's loneliness speech, and especially Taiju's moment where he gets ready to kill Yuzuha, feels so drained out of emotion. The loneliness thing, not as bad. I actually kind of am okay with it. It's not as bad, but like it's kind of bad still. But when Taiju gets ready to kill Yuzuha, that scene feels so drained of emotion. In the manga, I kind of felt something, and I felt intensity. While in the anime, it's like he just feels no emotion when he's doing it. When he's killing his own sister, they ruin it. The scene's ruined because of it. No, I'm sorry. I just cannot. It's not good when they do this. Like, give Taiju more emotion that the fact that he's gonna kill his own sister, please. But if I were to say it, a lot of the other panels, like other recreation moments like Kazutora's reveal, etc., they are all really good and I do believe they were done justice. Now let's talk about the next thing, the voice acting. Now, I watched both the dub and sub for this, so I technically know how they sounded both English and Japanese. So I can just kind of overall say my thoughts on the English voice actors and the Japanese voice actors and how I think they did with their roles. And personally, I think they all did really good with this, especially Taiju and Koko. And as for their voice actors, and it's actually pretty interesting. The sub voice actor for Taiju played as the Mr. Young Chad himself, Joseph Joestar, young Joseph, not old Joseph. And the English voice actor for not Inupi, but Coco was actually Anasui. But if I'm being honest, I wasn't a huge fan of Anasui's dub voice. I kind of like, I don't know, I like Coco's dub voice, but I wasn't a fan on the voice they gave Anasui. Personally, I would have probably given Anasui's voice something similar to Coco, because it would have made me sound a lot better to me. If not that, then maybe could have given a different voice actor. Could have given him a different voice actor that could have portrayed his voice a lot better. Not a huge fan of him having that very deep, sexy voice, very unfitting for his character. I kind of got the vibe that he have a very squeaky voice, but like, I don't know. That's more of a complaint to JoJo than Tokyo Revengers, I know, but like, I had to get that off my chest. And the thing that shocked me the most was the most shocking voice actor was Yuzuha was voiced by the English voice actor of Ash frickin' Ketchum from Pokemon. Not the first one, not from like the old episodes, from like the first three gens, from like the later gens, the not so good Pokemon episodes. But that's still shocking because they got Ash Ketchum in Pokemon from Pokemon in this show. The voice actor for Ash Ketchum is playing in this show, and it's like really cool because I was like, oh, he's usually probably gonna get voiced by like Kira or something. No, it's Ash Ketchum, and it's like very shocking because I was like the last person to come to mind. I never expected the voice actor for Ash Ketchum to play in Tokyo Avengers, and it's kind of shocking. And I kind of hope to see her do more new roles because, from what I gathered, they did retire the Ash Ketchum character recently, which is really sad. But like, I just found that out, and it's like really cool, kind of shocking, and it's like, I don't know. It just shocks me, and it makes me smile at the fact that Ash Ketchum's voice actor is in Tokyo Avengers. And I also enjoyed Mochi and Izanai's voice actors too. Even though we do not have a dub yet, so we don't really know how Mochi and Izanai are gonna sound yet. But on a side note, I really want to see Johnny Young play as Izanai. Please, please let it happen, please. If someone were to portray Izanai's voice, he would be the perfect voice actor. Please, studio, whatever's animating Tokyo Revengers, please give it to Johnny Young. He could be a great Izanai. But minus from that, I believe they could give Izanai a good voice actor. I hope they don't really screw him over when it comes to the dub. The sub gave him a good voice actor, same with Mochi. I do look forward to seeing how they sound in the dub. If I were to take a prediction of Mochi, I think Mochi might. I don't know why, but I'm getting Christopher Sabat vibes. But he's and I 100% think Johnny Young should be the voice actor for him. Personally, that would be a really cool choice. And if not Johnny Young, then maybe Bryce. But I'm 100% going with Johnny on this. So please kind of go Johnny on this one. And if you want to reuse one of the old voice actors that are currently already on the cast, then probably Bryce Paddenbrook would make the best choice. So that was Tokyo Revenger Season 2, and my overall review. Personally, I'll say this first. Black Dragon's arc is actually my favorite Tokyo Revenger arc. And I'm going to say it. Did they give this arc justice? Most of it, yes. This arc was given justice for most of the most important parts of the story. Save for some stuff like the drained out emotion of the taiju scene, or the loneliness scene being drained out of emotion as well. But like, those scenes, well, granted, they kind of ruin it. We at least do get some better action scenes. I'll say that. That's more of a plus on my behalf. And most of the action is a lot better than it was in Season 1, though Season 2 does have some moments where the animation doesn't look that good. And I did also kind of enjoy a lot of the other stuff. And personally, I do believe Season 2's season finale was the best place for it to end, with the whole Yo Hero thing from Kizuki. And I'm also really looking forward to seeing what happens when Tenjiku gets animated. I'm looking forward to how Season 3 is going to go, because I do look forward to seeing what they do when it comes to Tenjiku, and how they improve on animation and stuff. Let alone how are people going to react with that arc coming out. And while I'm not a huge fan of the last two arcs, I also look forward to when they finally get animated too, because maybe if they do get animated, I may see them in a new light and maybe like them. Probably not. I wasn't a huge fan. I might talk about them why I never liked them once I get a chance to. But I do assume I will try to talk about Tokyo Revengers, though I won't do what ifs on it, because I will do a video maybe one day, or I might just put on a community post on why I'm probably not going to do Tokyo Revenger what ifs or stuff like that. Instead, I'm probably just going to do that. I'm just going to do occasional Tokyo Revenger videos like reviews. I may just do reviews of other stuff. I'm planning on watching Tokyo Ghoul, so I might do a review on that show. I might review other shows. So far, I'm just going to do Season 2 of Tokyo Revengers. And if there's anything else that comes to mind, I'll maybe just review it. I plan to start Chainsaw Man. That could actually make a good review episode. That's all I guess I have. Hope you enjoyed this new series I added, the review formats. Because what ifs might get stale. The versus battles don't really happen a lot. And same with the random videos, they're all pretty rare. And then the what ifs may get stale one day, so kind of add reviews to the mix to kind of add more versatility to my channel. Hope you enjoyed, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.